Hey everyone, I hope you're good, and once again welcome back to my new video. So in today's video I am gonna talk about on one norm which we have in India, especially in India, okay? Not in the other country. Why? Because the other countries are very developed, very progressive in terms of mindset. Okay, so why I'm just targeting only India? Because this thing happens in India. That's why I have to target India, okay? So without wasting any further second, let's jump into the video. So if you have you ever noticed or experienced this experience which I'm gonna tell you in this video. If whenever we see anybody talking to somebody in English language, so we see the person as a good thing, as a good character, as a good value, as a good personality. So have you also seen this thing? I must show that you have also seen, okay? But it is not like that, bro, because I am speaking English language, so it doesn't mean that I'm good. Although I'm good, but I am just explaining you. It is we should never judge a person by his or her language, okay? If suppose that in out of country everybody is speaking English language, okay? If you go in the America, UK, US, yeah, I know. America, wherever you go, you find most of people are talking in English language. So it doesn't mean that they have good people. Also, there are also some criminals. There are also some rapists. There are also some murderer. Okay, they in their country also this personality exists. Okay, so how this mentality developed in India? If you speak English language, so you become good person. So where the thing come from in India, especially? I don't know why and where this thing came from in India. I don't know, but we see if your parents see somebody talking in English language, oh my god, the person, the guy or the boy is good, fantastic. I don't know, bro, why it happens. I don't know why. I think British Army ruled in India for I think several years, so that's why it has became our it has entered in our blood, that if we already seen we were seeing we were seeing Britisher talking in English language and ruling on me, ruling on us, okay? And giving the best opportunity to those people who just speak good English, okay? So that's why it has developed. I think it had developed from many years, so that can be the reason for behind that thing. Oh, I think this is the reason behind that thing. It is just my guess, it is just my opinion, okay? It could be very different from the other opinions, because everybody is have the different kind of opinion, and everybody is feel free, and everybody is free to give the opinion, but not in an aggressive way, not in a different kind of a way which the person can get hurt, okay? Please make sure you should not do that. But one thing I have learned, if of course English is a good language, if you learn, so you will get appreciation by other people, of course you will get, because I also get so many appreciation by my friends, by my other relatives. If they see my video, so they will always say that, oh yeah, you're good, you must be studying, but I am not studying at all. But of course this will give you extra edge in the interviews, in the, whenever you go to outside, so this will help you to communicate with the other person, whatever you want to have, wherever you want to go, with whom you want to talk, okay? So this will help you, of course. But I'm just targeting the mindset, I'm just targeting the there are thousands of people, or I would say lakhs of people, who doesn't know how to speak English language. Okay, so what about those people? They must be suffering from the fear of not speaking English language. They must be suffering from the interview must be in English language. So how they will clear that? If this language is this much important, so why this thing not is compulsory in every school, whether the school is government or private, okay? Why you gave the Hindi language in English in India education system? Why English is not compulsory language? Why is that? If you are glorifying English language as a important, so why it's not very important in English in initial days of your education, means your LKG, UKG? Why you're teaching those subjects in Hindi language, huh? Just answer my question. So if this is the most important thing for you, so I think you have to be very. I'm just talking about the government, okay? So if English is this much important, so why is not compulsory or only one language in Indian education system? There are two languages, okay? I think plethora of language also available in India, but why are we only focusing on the English language? If you go Kerala, so their people must be focusing on their language. Kannada. I don't know what is the specific language for the Kerala people, but yeah, I hope you got the point. Why only UP and the MP people are just focusing on the Hindi language? If you go in their city, so if you visit their school or college, so they must half of the people are studying Hindi language, and once they go through a real life or interview, so they face English challenge as a challenge of English speaking, okay, and then they have to take get an admission in a good institute, which from there they can learn English language. So why is it not compulsory in every situation, in every education, not every in every school, whether the school situated in India, sorry, within the India there are so many country or subdivision. So why it's not compulsory in every school, in every primary school or secondary school or senior secondary school? Why is not compulsory? Or I would say that just mention only one language, English. Remove all the language. Yeah, in my opinion, if English is that much important, then do that. Okay. If not, we can see that English is much important, bro. If you wanna get the higher package or higher opportunities, so you must know how to talk to English language, how to talk in English language, okay? And I'm just speaking very basic English. This is what anybody can learn within 3 to 6 months, okay? And I have spent more than 1 to 2 years just practicing this much, just practicing and gaining experience and gaining confidence in English language. I know some people are still struggling. I was about to say that struggling, but that is not what. Still, people are struggling a lot learning English language, speaking English language very confidently in front of the camera and in talk to talk also, in face to face also. But I think this is not that much difficult also. I know I can totally understand you, because I have also been through those phases of life where I was not getting anything in English language. Yeah, I was not getting anything whenever somebody's talking in English language. But now it's very simple, it's very easy, okay? If you gave me an English topic, or if you gave me any video in English language, I would listen that thing and I will understand everything, okay? If that is not that much high level, okay, like a conference call, like a political kind of a videos, okay, because in that video there are some terms and slang or phrase which I can't understand. That is not what I'm talking about, okay? If you can listen those conference in your regional language, still you can't understand. Why? Because they use some certain times, certain kinds of a word, okay, which nobody has the knowledge, okay, nobody has the prior knowledge, okay. Before that you have to understand some words which everybody use in the political kind of a field, okay, so that then you can start understanding a little bit more. So this is what I was just talking about. If you really want to learn any language, okay, especially in English language, so just try as many error as you can, okay, because try errors, try to do lots of mistake in your beginning, in your initial days. If you feel fear, if you have fear of speaking on camera, on in people in person, okay, so it might not help for you, because have you heard about that one thing? If you really want to do anything, so just start doing. If anything is bothering you, if anything is giving you fear, so just do that thing first. If English and the people and the going on the stage is giving you the fears, just do that, just go and do that. I know people will laugh on you, people will mock on you, people will speak a lot of bad words for you. That's okay, their opinions, they have their opinions, okay, and you have your opinions. I know this is not easy, because I also gave multiple talk on my FA classes in front of so many people, in front of my class, okay, and that was not easy. But when I kept giving the talk. I kept going on the stage, so it became easy. It became like a normal. Okay, yeah. Just give 100 talk in front of the people, and you will be like, wow, this is very nice. When I gave my first talk and now this 99 talk, so there's a huge difference between that. In the first talk, I was failing. My hands and the legs were shivering. I was stumbling, fumbling, whatever. Okay, and in 99 talk, that all the things has gone like this. So this will happen. Okay, so I'll see you in the next video.